Pop Pop.
My name is Jay Stacks. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. I'm an artist developer and a manager marketing.
I'm Cam. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm a DJ.
My name is Yinz. I'm from the Bronx, New York, and founder of the Players Club. Fun fact, I'm pescatarian.
Cool, it's fun.
He gonna win this game.
Right. Yeah, I think a hustler is like super ambitious, like very hardworking, you know, like forcing yourself to get up even when you don't want to get up. And that just goes for everything, whether it's work or whether it's just like life, just like working hard.
It's probably also about knowing how to work smart. Everybody has an idea of what working hard looks like, but some people don't know that you need to work on things or do some things that may be outside the box that somebody else may not be doing. So hustle to me is working intelligently as well.
I would say the hustle is more like the people that's behind the investing and the artists, and also like just doing shows, putting radio platforms out there. That's more so the hustlers, people that's really putting the work out, the promoters and all that. I would say that, not really just the artists.
Mm-hmm. To me, there's so many different hustlers, like Uncle Luke, like that era with 2 Live Crew. I think he had like his first label, but he had I think he had like this big case, basically where rap music wasn't gonna be able to be sold because of the type of language, but he was a hustler in that regard because, you know, he had to work to a certain pace to open up a door, be a renegade for everybody else. You got the Steve Stouts that opened up stuff for like sneakers, sort of Reebok deal. Then eventually comes Drake and OVO Jordan and stuff like that. And then you got Puff with alcohol. He hustled with that. So then you get Ciroc, and then that opens up the door with Bel Air and Jay and Deuce, like, you know, all those different things. So, I mean, hustlers just are sort of like renegades too, because once they go ahead and do one thing, it opens up the door for, now the floodgates is open to where everybody in hip hop can sort of benefit from it.
Yeah, a hustler is the glue. Like, that's really what the hustler is to me.
Personally, I feel like I've been at a hustle just not for music. Like, when I play sports, I was like captain on my football team. Like, I was pushing people. Like, the music thing kind of happened accidentally just because I know people that did. They said I'd be like the perfect fit for it. So that it didn't just come from music. That hustle just got to be in you.
Yeah, I think it's in you, and I think like for me, it's from family. It's like from my mom, seeing how hard my mom works, and I'm just like, okay, like you gotta get it, and that's just really like what I've always known, and like it's just made me work even harder.
I was always into entrepreneurship, so I guess my hustle more so came from directly in music would be like all of the executives that I saw probably wouldn't be always on the television, but they were responsible for a lot of things that we saw going on. So like a Clive Davis or like a Berry Gordy. And then like even more so recently, probably who I draw a lot of hustle from now is like Dame, where, you know, he broke open a lot of doors and fought for his artists a lot in that regard. And then plus he did a good job of figuring out how to couple music, film, because they had like the state property films and Paid in Full, and fashion all into one. So I was like, that's dope, because hip hop is just not music. It's everything we see that, you know, it's encompassed with all of that. So.
See?
I didn't know that one. I was gonna play
a fire song.
Crenshaw.
You better know Nipsey. I know that's right.
Something like that.
I feel like I was
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Brother Man.
I would say the Beats by Dre, because he sold that shit for like $1 billion or something like that. And he like one of the richest people in hip hop right now.
So Napster is the one that transitions into like digital.
Right.
I would say that only because it changes the way we listen to music now. It's no longer do you go to the record store or anything like that and go ahead and buy a record. And I suppose it changes album sales as well. But not only that is you can monetize your sound differently. Like before it was a heavy radio game, and before you had to have your album on the shelves. Now there's a SoundCloud transition. You can make a ton of money through YouTube. You can make a ton of money through these playlists on Spotify and stuff like that. So I would say that like music becoming more digital. B.
B was Sylvia Rone, right?
Yeah.
It's A.
See.
I knew A was from BET.
The other Sylvia.
Yeah, C.
B.
Hey.
No.
D.
I thought it was one even.
A.
Damn.
$50.
We could have pressed it before. As soon as I heard Coca-Cola, I was ready to press it.
I was seeing him ready to press it there.
Yeah.
Or D, Jermaine Dupri.
B.
A. I was going with A regardless. False. Cube Vision. I be watching what's the name a lot? Friday. Thanks for the beats.
D.
I'm gonna take a guess and say C.
B. A.
That goes understated. Like most people don't really know the importance of your masters because you have a window and a space and as an artist of when you'll be relevant. So that window could be 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. After that 3, 5, 7, 10, say you're Drake and it's a 15 or Hove is a 15-year period, you're no longer popping. So if you do not have any money saved up and you cannot pay those bills, masters is your, I guess, like you know where you can just get a check from consistently because you always get paid consistently from your masters. So if you don't own that, it's sort of like all of the work you put in and that space when you was hot, it was for nothing because now you're not reaping the benefits of it. Now there's your family 15 years after you're popping or 20 years. And then if you own a publishing, it can go on movies. So even when the movies get a check, you get a check from it.
I think that your network is essentially your net worth, but you have to go into situations with like a genuine intent, you know, like obviously if you know somebody is somebody and who they're supposed to be and they're whoever, like, yeah, you should introduce yourself, but you should only, I think you have to be genuine in all of your intentions because people are going to be able to scope out if you're fake or not, or like if you're using them. But yeah, if you see somebody who's like pop in, like go introduce yourself. Hello, how are you? Whatever. And then that'd be the end of it. Don't be like chasing them around a party trying to say hello.
Networking is essential. So
I feel like it's levels to it, to be honest. Like no, not to be big headed or anything, but like some people you can't do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Like if you can't do nothing for me, like I really shouldn't give you my time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just business at the end of the day. Like say you're a rapper, you like, oh, I work hard, I do this, I do this. But if you're not good, Don't nobody really.
Yeah, that is
like,
true.
you just gotta be real. Like to be
Yeah.
honest, like it ain't nothing fake about it. Like you could be my friend. I wouldn't even share your music if I don't
Yeah.
think if I like it.
No, yeah.
Lyrics to go. Lyrics.
A week, I do this in my sleep. I sell kilos of coke. I'm guessing I could sell CDs.
I'm a businessman.
Sorry, I didn't know we had to. Okay. So let me handle my business. Damn.
Shit, DJ, this don't count.
This is royalties, publishing, plus our own masters.
I'd be damned if if I slave for what the for these white crackers. Yeah, I was bugging.
OG is one who's standing on his own feet.
He said,
If a boss says, wait,
I don't even want to sound crazy. I'm good.
damn, if I'm a spaz on your ass like I'm Monique. That part I remember.
First it was the Benzo, now I'm in the Enzo.
Ferrari, I'm sorry, I keep blowing up. They call me the cake man, the strawberry shake man. Right?
Ain't about no funny shit, steal bitches and business.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Shoes times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do? Dedicated, determined, and disciplined.
When Diddy Hova and they be talking, I'm listening.
Hey.
What's going on? I'm Jay Stacks, and you can follow me on Instagram at JStacks.
Hey y'all, it's Cam. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Tribe Called Cam. And you can follow my SoundCloud at soundcloud.com called Cam Dooley.
Hey, it's Yinz. You can follow me everywhere at The Real Yinz. Keep up with all TPC related events and music and things of that nature.
Hustling is a part of hip hop's DNA. Grinding is ingrained in the culture. It's impossible to make it in this industry without going hard, and we owe it to hip hop's forefathers to keep it going. The hustle behind hip hop has knocked down many doors to other industries, making hip hop a force to be reckoned with. The future of hip hop is in the hustler's hands. Go hard, get hit.
Pop Pop.